Yeah, for the last few months, I was working with this guy named DeGeorgian, and DeGeorgian is the same guy who worked with Anderson Silva, and the clinch and the knees are very important to the whole fight game, and so we see this so day in and day out, countless hours. I would just knee, clinch, knee and clinch all day, every day, and when he was in that position, it just came natural for me to throw that knee just because I've been doing it so many times in practice. I knew he wanted me to knee him in the head, so I was just trying to hit him anywhere else but the head. I didn't really think that was going to be the shot that ended him. I just thought it'd be a shot that's going to tase him for a little bit. It was tough. It was really tough. That was the hardest part about it, was just getting used to the whole mental up and down of the whole thing. And it was just so constant with the whole, I never knew what to expect. So I was just kind of just in my mind just getting ready for anything at the same time, not getting my mind focused on like, I got to fight this person and this is how it should be. Just getting rid of all the preconceived notions of what's going to happen was one of the hardest things I had to do, because I never knew who I was going to have to fight, and there was so many up and downs. I was like, you know what? My new attitude is I'm just going to fight who they put in front of me, and I wasn't going to worry about it from there. Yeah, it's a very good assessment. My coach Mike Van Arsdale did a very good job of getting me in shape. One thing that my manager Glenn Robinson did is he went out of his way to make sure we put together a great team, a bunch of guys who really want to train together and really get it going. And once we got a great team together, everything just folded into place. We had some of the guys that left ATT, George Santiago, Danilo Villafort, Yuri Villafort, and Bigfoot and those guys, and everything just kind of came together, and everybody kind of fed off that energy. We all fed off that energy, and it was a great learning environment, and everybody was happy to be there, and it was just good. And sometimes when you're in a situation where it's just that much chemistry and everybody vibing on the same page, the outcome is devastating. Yeah, it is, man. It is. But I think a lot of times, with the most part, I think unlike the honeymoon phase, everybody came into it really just being selfish, but not being selfish. And I say being selfish because we all came in there really wanted to get the best for ourselves, and by giving the best for ourselves, we had to put out the best in ourselves. So I think that's what made us all come together, where we were dealing with each other a lot more real than you would normally deal with somebody if you're just coming into a new situation, because everybody was just so hungry and eager for a situation better than we just left. I'm in a good place mentally, but at the same time, I do have a chip on my shoulder, and I think having a chip on my shoulder is certainly better than not having a chip on my shoulder. I have a chip on my shoulder, not like everybody owes me something, but like I'm going to take anything that I want. And I think that's the mentality I have to be. I have to be kind of to the point where wherever I want, whatever I see, I'm going to take. And that's a champion's mentality. That's a dominating personality, and that's a dominating mentality. And that's what I have to have right now, because I felt like, having it any other way would lead to me just, having setback and mental setback. So me, my mind is just, on the prize, and I want to be the best. I want to fight the best, and I want to fight anybody who they put me in front of. I got a lot of respect, and I love a lot of those guys at Winker John and Jackson. They're still my good friends. I still even, got a great respect for Greg Jackson, and I love Michael Winker John. But I think as far as the training standpoint, I think there's nothing more there that I could learn there, and I need to be there for. So I think I'm safe and happy to just move on and go my way. And I still maintain relationships with those guys there. They're like my brothers for so many years, and anytime they ever need me for anything, I'll definitely be there for them. But at the same time, I think that I've run my course with the Jackson experiment, and now I'm ready to do my own thing. I have a great coach, Michael Van Arsdale, who prepares me mentally and physically to get me ready to go and take on anybody, and I see really no reason to go back to Jackson.